Should not be that hard. Let the professionals do the hard part.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So I do a lot of like artist management stuff. Right now, though, we're talking about a show that I'm throwing August 3rd here in Houston, Texas. It's the Drop Out of School Rager. It's gonna be insane.
I've been looking at the lineup off top. Looks like it's gonna be dope. I like the flyer already. I like the way you did the flyer too. Every time I see these flyers, the kind of black and white ones, you know that's gonna be the fucking. Those are the ones right there. Especially in the rock realm, meets hip hop and meets all the elements that you're. Man, how did you land on the name? I like the name. Let's talk about the name. Let's start with that.
All right, so like everybody does these whole like back to school bashes, these whole like let's go back to college and all this kind of stuff. And like so in the underground, it's kind of like the opposite of that. Like everyone drops out of school, everyone doesn't go to college. Like the complete opposite. So instead, we're doing a drop out of school rager show.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Pretty dope. Pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I dropped out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of got some facts right there. You know.
Yeah, man.
To be honest with you, you know. But yeah, shout out to all my dropouts. You know.
Yeah.
And the ones who
school.
didn't, who still, you know, they're also welcome to come, right?
August 3rd. It's actually all ages. It's $10 online right now, $20 at the door. It's going to be 6 p.m. till 2 a.m. and from 6:30 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. I'm actually doing something really cool for all the artists that show up. It's free for y'all to enter in. It's not any kind of like pay to play, none of that kind of stuff. We're doing a first come, first serve open mic competition type of deal where I'm going to be giving away a few different things. Like to the best performances, you can get a performance slot at the San Antonio date for Black Smurf and I don't know, Jeffrey. You can open on that show. You can also open for Dirty Bud, who's the headliner on the show, August 3rd, on his Extreme Trap Tour, the Dallas date. You can get an opener slot on that as well. I'm also going to be throwing in some free music videos and photo shoots. Bunch of other cool things happening, man.
Man, they're pretty good names right there you've been listing right here. So how'd you get tapped in? I mean, how did it all start? I know you do a list of things, right? You're on the promotion side. You do, you know, putting together the shows. You do management. Did you ever do music at one time also?
So I do a lot of like executive producing in the studio. Like I've dabbled around in like good jazz, like, cause like here's the thing too. You got to kind of put the proof to the pudding in a sense and like show some of these artists like, yeah, I can do some things. Like whenever I'm saying like, hey bro, let's go back in and try to retrack it. This is why, and kind of explain them and go in there and kind of can like actually put my hands on to those instruments, put my hands on into the software and just kind of play around with it just like how they do. It gets a good rapport. It gets a good sort of credibility with them. And then whenever I can also shoot music videos with them, do photo shoots with them, throw shows, help them get on things with some of the other connections I have with different tour throwers, and show throwers. It's been a nice little mesh I've been able to do and kind of build over time.
Damn, they asked me how do I do it and how do I get sleep and all that other stuff. But you, man, you be out there, you're out there with the artists too at the same time too. You know, I do my shows here and there, but you're really, you know, in the field a lot with these guys too, man. So hey, shouts out to you for everything you're doing right there. What do you like doing most? I mean, like, out of all those things, what do you feel like is the one that you really, it doesn't bother you to do? Because all this stuff is just so much stuff that we have to, here and there, we have good and bad days with what we do. And sometimes we're like, man, yeah, fuck all that. But what's the that you feel like you like the most, man, that you do out of all those things right there? What's the most?
So I really like the management side of things, like doing all the behind the scenes, like the networking, the business talks, the traveling that goes with that. I'll go to random open mics. I'll go to random like producer, like beat showcasings. I'll go to just all kinds of random things like that and talk with people in other realms. Like I'll go to comedy shows and talk with those kind of people that throw those events. You know, I go to different kind of burlesque shows as well too. Some of my homies that DJ for those events have also ended up DJing for some of my events.
Right.
Like you never know unless you go out there and kind of network what you're able to kind of build.
Man, rewind that again, right? Let's talk about the networking side. What you just said, keyword networking, very important part of any part of the career that you're in, whether you're the music artist yourself, you're on the management side, networking, right? We first met at a Straight Outta Texas event, right? A little bit before that, I guess, online when we were first getting everything situated.
Yeah, our first in-person was the one that that Mexican OT ended up winning, and the artist that I was managing at the time actually got second place. Man,
and just to see where like OT's at right now, and like you got to see it yourself as far as, because OT only had like, what, 3,000 followers at the time too. He was very under the radar moment, right?
Yeah.
And that was like a testimony. I swear to God, the SOT5 was like the best one. The venue, the production side of it, like everything was like, that was the peak, the climax of everything. And just to see all that yourself, man, like, you know, again, back to the networking part, bro, the importance of the networking, just making, you know, we've had a lot of connections that came from that one night.
For sure.
A lot of artists, people that you know, that I know. I've seen people work in the studio somehow, or you and your artists working in the studio with other artists. Man, it's a beautiful thing. But yeah, go ahead and elaborate a little bit more on the importance of the networking.
Yeah, man. So actually, like, well, let's kind of stick to that a little bit. So coming out there, putting that in-person connection after kind of like doing a little bit of research online, seeing what you were doing and kind of building. K-Dog was my bro at the time. And so kind of seeing him doing some things too with y'all. I was like, hey, man, all right, well, let's go ahead. And I got a good source right here. I got some good words backing. let's see what we can make happen. I think I got a good artist to roll with. We went out there and it was a great show, great competition. There are a lot of the artists that are on that show that I still keep in contact with today. And then as well as like how that Mexican OT only had a few thousand followers at the time, still has managers' contacts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing too. If you don't go out there and go to some of the other artist shows, especially when they're out there trying to build themselves, you really are setting yourself up for failure.
True.
Because if they do end up blowing and you are trying to kind of like, dang man, I should have done that feature. That's what you're going to end up saying. You're going to say, dang man, I should have actually done that show with them. That's what you're going to say.
Very
because
true.
you're going to be trying to hit them up now, and it's going to be too late. Because that bag that you're going to try to come with ain't going to be big enough. And that, oh, bro, but then you had nothing to stand on that because you weren't showing up for nothing.
Yep, very true. Back to the Fat Joe. Yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. Got to see firsthand. I know a few artists. Shout out to my boy Sin, damn Sin. He won our very first straight out of Texas. Got about 4 or 5 that Mexican OT features right there, and he knew. He just told him, let me get as many features as I can with that guy. I mean, I know a lot of other artists that all got featured. Azul to Don. I mean, everybody pretty much that was on that lineup. A lot of them all somehow got features with them. So that was a blessing. Again, one of the things that happens when you go out network, you don't know, but you may run into somebody that you know. I mean, you kind of just know. You can kind of see it in a lot of these artists. They either got it, they don't. They got the it factor around them that kind of,
for sure.
You know, they got a whole crew already behind it that all sees the same function and sees the mission, and they're all. It's just something that these artists have, man. And you know, a lot of artists they have that. You know, I've seen them come to a lot of our shows, even at Prime 44. I mean, you're always bringing some pretty good talented guys. And, you know, the stuff, I can see kind of what you're hearing, you know what I mean, when you're looking into these guys. I mean, it's almost like even when I see at these events, it's like at the same time, it's like A&R work, right? We're looking for talent.
For sure.
And, you know, man, it's a beautiful thing right there.
For sure. And, like, honestly, I feel like one of the, like, ways I really, like, expanded on my ear for things was I DJ'd in strip clubs from, like, 20 to, like, 24, traveling around doing that. And I had some older bros that were DJs that put me on to a lot of stuff at the time that really kind of like expanded my musical horizons. And from there, I was just like, okay, I need to start like looking into more of what can be successful versus what I at the time thought was what was successful in music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so like with these shows that I've been throwing recently, like the last one I threw had NASCAR Aloe. Dude he just signed to Epitaph Records, you know, if you're talking about the alternative, the rock, the industrial type stuff, the punk scene, the underground, like grunge, thrash, rap stuff, you really can't get much bigger than him right now. He's on that wave. He's like running it. And he's in a group called Death Proof. And kind of number 2 in that's Dirty Butt. Yeah. So, and then they have another person in their group, Blue. She's going to be out there, and she's from New Orleans coming in. She's probably one of the hardest ones on the lineup.
Man.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the show's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy right there, man. Real quick, for those who are just tapping in with us right now, I'm chatting with my boy Ty Smith. I'm used to calling him Ty Smith. Is there other names you go by, or is it just Ty Smith?
So, yeah, I really don't tell people just my first name. I usually tell people my first and last name because my first name is just Ty. It's so small.
Right.
You know?
T.Y., Ty
man,
Smith.
My mom, she loved Beanie Babies, man. So,
the T.Y. in the heart.
Yeah, dude.
I saw you got it tatted on you too right there.
Yeah, dude. Shout out, Mom.
There you go.
Yeah, dude.
So for those who are interested in coming to the event, of course, we're going to be out there. HTown Network's going to be out there. I'm going to be in the building, man. It's going down August 3rd. Where can they go get their tickets right now? Is this straight in the link in the bio?
Yes, Eventbrite. Yeah, you'll see it right there. No problems. And then at the door, it's just $20. It ain't no thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, man. And it's going to be really awesome. It's going to be an insane lineup. We got people like Deep October coming in from Charlotte, North Carolina. We've got Suicide Ghost coming in from Boston. Goner's coming in from LA. He's on Cleopatra Records with Lil Xan.
Yeah.
And they just dropped a song, I think like 6-8 months ago. And I'm pretty sure he's going to probably end up doing like that little new tour. He's coming back.
Right.
Yeah, man. And that's another thing too. They just moved to Austin and their CEO, Kyle, that's a homie of mine. Trying to get him to come on through. That's another guy I'm trying to plug people in with, man. A lot of people don't know. There's a couple of different people on the lineup that do some hyper pop. If you haven't been plugged in yet, man, y'all got to check it out, dude. That's the new genre. People like Jaleel, I just did, my guy's 2 last festivals where he was on there, If you don't know who that guy is, Jaleel, that
Dang.
dude, imagine if like Mike Tyson sounding, rapping, but with like Terry Crews body backflip shirt ripping was happening all at the same time. That's Jaleel. He's crazy.
Man. So this is going down in HTown, August 3rd. Location, where is it? On the southwest side of Houston?
Yes. So the address it's off of Willcrest. It's at a place called NDC Venues. They're a newer place, kind of company taking things over in kind of like a smaller EDM realm. So it's an EDM club that they are having me throw non-EDM shows there. So it's pretty cool. Everything's like standard, like top line, lasers, smoke, video walls, all that kind of cool stuff.
I like EDM spots. EDM spots right here. That's my stuff. Hippie Doug. Ty Smith, man. We're in here with Ty Smith.
Yeah.
Y'all be sure to leave a comment and also let us know where you're tapping in from. And they're going to be coming out on August 3rd. Sorry, I have my screen right here, so sometimes we're reading our comments right here. But to everybody out at home, Celeste Rios. What up, what up? That's HTown in the building. That's true as fuck. I never regret going out to Houston to network. Best decision of my life, networking with a lot of people on HustleTown Network. Shout out Tex and Compound and the whole HustleTown team. Love that right there. That's
man.
That's as real as it gets. Thank you. That's as real as it gets. Celeste, appreciate you. Press record ciphers. Record ciphers. I like that. What up, what up? Screwstone Teskin Meskins.
Yeah.
Good job, fellas. S.A. Ray. Shout out to S.A. Ray. Smoke and cook, man. We're going to smoke some cookies for real. For sure. My boy stays with the fade, too.
Yes, sir.
That's right, man. Shout out to Ty, always coming correct.
You did.
Oh.
There you go.
Shout out to Compound Films.
See, and that's another thing, too. So with the show, a lot of my shows, it's not just showing up and you're getting music. You're getting a full event. So we're going to have some tattoos going down. The Bro 33 Live. He's one of the only HTown artists that are actually on the whole lineup. As artists, not DJs, he's the only one, I believe, actually, now off the top of my head thinking, that's from Houston. Definitely check him out. He's fire. Does amazing tattoos. He's doing my kneecaps Sunday. Gonna be awesome. So he's going to be out there. He's going to be doing some tattoos. He's performing as well. Him and Goner got some songs. They're going to probably perform. I'll probably end up shooting a music video for that while everyone's in town. I'll be shooting a music video for Deep October as well. It's going to be really awesome. Then we got some other people like 40 Ounce Die. He's from Milwaukee originally, but lives in Dallas. And then also King Savage, that's my bro, who he's coming in from Austin. And both of them, they're headlining out at a festival called Up Next Festival that's in Dallas, July 29th and 30th. Tay Money's on that. Walk Gang's on that. That's going to be a really, really cool festival.
Now, one thing I like, one of my favorite parts of any festival or any event that I go to, the vendors. Let's talk about some of the vendors right here.
And that's what I was going to make.
Are we going to have
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. If you know type of deal is going down. Shout out to Bros Potheads. Shout out to the Bros Player Hates.
I like them already. Those guys right there go hard.
But then also, crazy mix. I got these homies of mine that it's actually the woman's company. So it's woman independent business. And it's called the Real Daddy's Toy Box. We're going to leave it right there. It's
Real Daddy's Toy Box.
Crazy stuff. Raffles and all that kind of fun jazz. Spin the wheels, all those little games. And
if they do any type of grab somebody from the stage and some on a chair in the middle of the stage type of thing with the females, let me know.
Okay.
I will definitely sign up for that.
Yeah, and then Heart-Shaped Hood Rat. That's another one of my homegirls. She's a vendor that's coming through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's going to be really cool. And then we're also going to have some sections set up. So we're going to have a section for y'all set up. We're going to have a section for Aerolife set up that they're doing the tour with, I Don't Know, Jeffrey and Black Smurf. 5Cast, they're coming through. They're going to have a little spot. It's going to be pretty sweet, man.
So for those who are just now getting wind of the event and they're an artist, is there performance opportunities or something that's already locked in already?
All the show performance slots are locked in for sure. But like I said, if you show up and you come and you're an artist, bring your USB.
Always have it
your
ready.
Song ready to go. And let's just say, I'm gonna go ahead and announce this now. I was gonna keep it quiet and announce it at the show. Tex kind of squeezed me out of it.
Come on, give me something exclusive.
The best performer of the entire open mic will get to open the show with 10 minutes that they can perform with.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a win-win right there, man.
So come with your
come with
songs.
your fans, your
Yes.
supporters, just music, an option, I guess, of what to choose from.
Yes.
Because you may perform it even twice, right? You may
Yes.
perform even, so get your songs ready. Bring your crowd. Most important thing is bring your supporters, because you can go hard and all that. Sometimes everybody feels like their song's the best, next best thing. That everybody has that feeling, right? Everyone has that. But man, the supporters and everything is what really lights up the your performance. That's the main thing. You got to for sure put on a good performance for one, but you got to have a good reception and people receiving this right. And a lot of times it's all about bringing your supporters that come out to support you. They want to see you on stage. They get excited to see you. So man, bring out the family, bring out the cousins, the everybody, right? So this is you said, was there an age cap on this event, or
so it's all ages. We like it to be 18 and up.
Right.
Yeah.
So with
we're all
an
adults here.
So if they're accompanied by an adult or something, they should be okay. Then,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Like if you wanted to bring your boy hypothetically and he wanted to go into the circle pit, bro, bring him. Like, I mean, and like that's the thing too about our environments here. Everything's a safe space. We have fun at these events. It's not people coming here to just like hurt anybody or any kind of things like that.
Right.
None of that kind of stuff. Let's just say too, my shows, we have a certain reputation for if you happen to be one of those weirdo dudes in the scene and you show up, exactly.
The Rager Wave.
Exactly.
That's right. Shout out Hippie Doug right here. Had a really good question. Where to follow you? Where can they tap in with you? Keep up with all the stuff you got going on.
For sure. So my social media, my brand that I do everything under, it's Acts of Civil Disobedience. So you can follow me there. Literally, any social media platform, you type in Acts of Civil Disobedience, you will find me.
ACTS, Acts of Civil Disobedience?
Yes, sir. That's how we bring true change.
Okay, Acts, and it's all together. It's like that. Yep, Acts of Civil Disobedience. That's on Instagram. That's pretty much everywhere. Facebook,
Twitter,
all
Facebook, all that.
There you go. Acts of Civil Disobedience. I like that right there. So how'd you come up with that name right there?
So like, I don't want to sound corny or anything, but like, it's like a Martin Luther King thing, man. Like, that's like literally like whenever he was talking about like sit-ins and stuff like that and like how to bring.
Yeah.
Because my thing is too, is like, if someone tells you the excuse when you ask them like, what's something's reason for it to always be done this type of way, I feel like things can be done better for everybody. And they say, it's tradition or this is how it's always been. That's just an excuse to fuck you over. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting some real Rage Against the Machine vibes right here.
For sure, man.
This is getting more and more exciting, the event right here. August 3rd.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm I'm really working on something here with this. Like, cause I feel like with the community of like my bros that we do all this stuff with and just how we truly try to be good people as well as do good art, man, it's one of those things, dude. It makes me sad whenever I hear about how artists are taken advantage of, and I think about how like that's my friend right there, potentially that's just being screwed over. Even if it's not necessarily happening to them, I'm an empath and I feel that, and I never want my friends to go through that. You know what I'm saying? I think we should all learn from the mistakes of others so we don't have to experience those hardships ourselves, and be grateful that we have shade that we can sit under of people's hard work to plant that tree that we didn't have to do. You know what I mean?
Real.
Like, you got to show respect, you got to earn respect, and like keep things about the music too. Like everything about this show, you'll see the bathrooms are clean, the staff is nice, the parking is free and in abundance, the AC is on point, the seating's available if you need to sit down. Like I try to make everything amazing for everybody. I got the artist Airbnbs already paid in advance. I got Eventbrite links. I try to do everything right every day. You know what I'm saying? And like that's the thing. Getting people right, I feel like things come back full circle and it shows. And people want to do more things with you.
That's right. Hey, very real right there, man. My boy Ty Smith joining us right now, man, on HTown Live. I'm excited because it's going down August 3rd. We're only, about 2 weeks away?
Basically, 15-ish days, give or take.
There you go. So, man, tickets are available right now on Eventbrite. This right here, man, the Drop Out of School Rager. Is this the first one? Because it sounds like it's going to be a series eventually, something that you're going to do down the line. Is this
Yes.
the first, or is this that you've already been doing these?
So I've got this is my second show that I've done with Death Proof artists as headliners, and I did that back in January 27th. And I try to space my shows out every couple months, and
Right.
I try to do it where those artists that I have that are doing it, where they didn't get Houston on a tour date for whatever reason, that I can get them as one-off shows off their tours to then come back within either a month before they go on tour or a month or so after they come off tour. So I got NASCAR to come out after he did a big festival, literally right after. Yeah, and it's one of those things too. I try to get artists that I know it makes like sense for them financially, and then as well as like it's opportunity-based things too. I don't want the artist to necessarily feel like they're going to come out here, just do 20, 30 minutes, get their little paycheck, and like that's all it. I want them to feel like they're coming out here and this is an event that I'm going to have opportunities further than just that one show payment come from.
Right.
Where they can have artists that they can build relationships with, that can either sell features to, do tours with later, all those kinds of different things.
Right.
Opportunities with media people like yourself. You know, I'm a very selfless person in that sense. I'm trying to give as many people the opportunity to be selfish and just, hey man, let me line these up for you and you go knock it out the park.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right, man. Hey, if I was doing music, man, I definitely want to work with Ty Smith on the show. Man, everything from the management side all the way to the promotion side. Video looking good, man. Y'all follow my guy, man. Again, Acts of Civil Disobedience.
Yes, sir.
On Instagram, across the board, everything. TikTok, Facebook, everywhere y'all follow him. Ty Smith right in the building. Again, it's going down August 3rd. Tickets on Eventbrite right now, man. Drop out of school Rager, man. Y'all pull up. Again, all ages welcome. Again, we're going to have a nice little fun little party right here.
For sure,
you know?
for sure.
And anything else you want to let them know, bro?
So yeah, after this show, we're also going to start doing with my brand, I'm going to start taking on probably a couple of other people to do a few different roles. We're going to probably throw a comedy show here pretty soon with some of my local bros. I'm going to end up probably showing up with a New Year's show. That'll be pretty crazy. Let's just say one of the last festivals I was just at, one of the main guys, yeah, let's just say, do you by chance, have you ever heard of Third Strings Productions and So What Festival?
I've heard of it. I'm just not too, I think it's, I must have just seen it mainly on those, or probably on your stuff.
Yeah, so Third Strings Productions, they'll have some people that'll come through for the show too. They do a lot of amazing big festivals and tours for different artists. They're doing Lil Tracy's tour from Goth Boy Click, with Lil Peep and all that sort of deal. Yeah, man. And then they're also doing like an all metal festival called Monster Mosh, and that's got like Suicide Silence, Carnifex, Memphis May Fire, like more newer age metal bands. And they do a lot of everything in between. They do like Taylor Swift raves, Shrek raves, all kinds of Hyperpop Hell's another one that they're doing. They're an amazing company, and I try to get as many as my artists I can on a lot of their events. If you're an artist, I definitely recommend tapping in with them. HTown, Aerolife, Loud Music here in Houston. They're another great company. They'll end up probably having Bradley, someone come through. Jake, someone from over there will probably end up coming.
Yeah.
You know?
Shout out to Loud Music. Shout out to everybody you mentioned right there. You got some pretty big names right here that are all tapping in, man. So, like Zero told me the other day, man, if you're not tapping in, you're tapping out. Again, follow Acts of Civil Disobedience so you can stay tapped in with this whole show going on August 3rd and all your future events. And again, man, big shout out to my boy Ty Smith for tapping in with us, man. I appreciate you for always supporting the network, and of course, come visit us today on HTown Live, man.
Yes, sir.
That's right, man. Your boy Infamous Tex from the world famous Compound Films in downtown HTown. Here, cock it back. Boom. We out.
Oh, yeah.